well into the crossroads, and I am still here. And I'm sure Ron had a lot to say. And it sucks that everyone genuinely liked talking to her. We all enjoyed her personality, but I don't know if she realized that she was telling us that she looked for the advantage for 45 minutes and came across the parchment or whatever, and it was too late. But then in Crossroads, she said that she was up till 4 o'clock in the morning on social media looking. So I think it was just things like that. She was just playing a little too hard, too quick, and I think it was a scary, it's just a scary thing. Those types of people are wild cards. So anyway, it's going to be really, really tough should we happen to lose again, because those of us that are remaining, I feel like we're all pretty solid. So it'll be interesting. I'm really cool with Jon Snow, and I'm cool with Troy, and they said they wanted to work together, but I also feel like I'm cool with Schneidman, JJ, Shannon, and Rachel. So I don't know. We'll see. Enjoy our day off and come back on Sunday ready to play.
I'm a little frustrated because whatever. I feel like maybe my teammates might think I'm stupid because I'm not paying attention and look like I'm on my phone, but the whole time I'm still looking. But the whole time I was trying to figure out because I feel like people don't ever listen to me. Because it says a survivor nerd should be able to solve this clue, this advantage, which the second time required to be bold and sneaky and act in stealth mode. Find the parchment associated with this advantage, and you will find the advantage in EO Season 4. And I found Survivor Nerd on Instagram, and I added them. I don't know, maybe, I mean, this is just like out of desperation, but I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just gonna like take a parchment and just do like hashtag advantage. Hashtag stealth mode and maybe at him. I don't know, like, because the DMs aren't open. Or somebody already got it, so I don't know. I was trying to ask everybody to maybe see if we could find it, and nobody thinks we need the advantage, but then there's 2 more players on the other team, and then we were down 1 tonight, and I mean, we're doing good. We've won 2 out of the 3 challenges, but I'm definitely starting to feel like an outsider. So I don't know what to do. And without me being able to talk to my teammates, it's hard. I don't know if I just keep looking, I guess. I missed the damn N in Wendell. I knew it was there. I was filling in the consonants. Damn it. Slow down. I hope we're not running tomorrow. I was gonna wait to tell you this tonight after the show or whatever, but I just can't. Like, I have to tell somebody, and I'm sorry I'm using these confessionals like a freaking diary, but I really can't talk to anybody about it right now. So, hi. So
after I slept on it, I was still kind of annoyed this morning when I got it because I'm not just doing this like to win the game or whatever. Like, I want to play. Like, I'm never getting to play games like this, right? So it's always the games that I play for like my people. And yeah, I get it, I'm a streamer or whatever, but that's not why I'm here. And I'm starting to feel like that's what people might think, and that's what it is. The only reason I talk about my stream so much is because that's all I have. It's my life. Like, you talk about baseball, I talk about my stream. But that being said, I felt last night like I was onto something, and I tried to reach out to my teammates for help because I know you're not supposed to tell your teammates everything because some of them suck and they might not even be there for the game. I feel like maybe somebody was put here to distract us. That being said, let's go back to whose idea it was to play Jackbox in the first place. Jon Snow. Jon Snow was on I think it was Mount Kilimanjaro. Oh, well, the one with the summits. Listen, I stayed up till 4 o'clock this morning watching Expedition online, okay? I'm tired. And now I don't know what this challenge is going to be today. And my team thought that I was being crazy and paranoid. And I was thinking too hard last night. Not just my team. Let's be more specific. Schneidman and Shannon have never left base camp. That I've seen ever. That I've seen. And they are so chill. I get it. You're like naturally talented. You're good. You win things. But this isn't only about that stuff. We need to be aware and be careful about who is around us. Jon Snow. But honestly, I'm okay with it because I didn't really find anything terrible about Jon. He was annoyed, I guess, with another girl that had been on the show before with him or something. And she was the only bad thing at first because I saw it. I was like, well, let me not think of him. Let me watch her. So then I watched all of Danielle's confessionals too. And the past stuff with I did some digging. But I don't really think anything's wrong with Jon. I think he has the advantage because as fast as it was found, because I found it within an hour of us leaving. And that was out of pure desperation, honestly, still digging on my phone, on my laptop, on my computer. Like, I'm pretty sure they were annoyed I wasn't playing Jackbox and just like doing things and like doing whatever, but that's not why I'm here. Right? And I get it that you guys aren't worried, but I really want to play. Like, I want to do this again, like I really hope that I can be the next Jon Snow. No, because I feel like this is going to be my learning experience, because I thought I knew, with the whatever couple of Big Brothers I might have watched back in 2010 or whatever crap Australia season was. But I like it. I like it more than I thought I would. I hate not being able to talk to Shumba, because if Shumba wasn't in this scenario, he would be the only one I would go to for help. So I have nobody to even like talk to like guide me through like what could this maybe mean type stuff, like, because this is his thing. And I'm only doing this because I went in because it looked like fun. What he did. And I enjoy like what y'all are doing, and I want it to be huge. You know what I mean? I want it to be huge because y'all put a lot of work into this. I see you. But I see you too, Jon Snow. And suck it, Shumba. You wait till this is over. I'm coming for you.
Hello. It's John. Here's my confessional for today. Yesterday was good. We won the challenge, which was great. but yeah, we won, and it was a fun challenge. It was, the challenges this season have been creative, so kudos to the production team, because they've been very good so far. But yeah, so then we didn't really have to strategize, so we just kind of hung out again and played Jackbox, which was fun. But yeah, I mean, our tribe is great. We mesh pretty well. I have some opinions about some people, though. Like, Jon Snow just seems a little disinterested, / not really engaged, in general. So I think that if we lose or have to go, he's somebody that I would think might become a target. It just seems like out of everybody, he's the least engaged. So, and then, like, I love her, but Ron also just seems a little disconnected, but she's just trying very hard. And I appreciate that, and I love it so much. So, like, I definitely wouldn't want her to go. But yeah, everybody else, like, we all get along so well, and that's the nice thing. So I'm hoping that we can just win until there's a swap or something, and take it from there. But yeah, I mean, it was good. But in other news, I found a compass. I literally got so excited. It was like kind of on a whim, and I had seen the message that they posted in our beach chat. I just saw it, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I just sent it, and I got it, and I was like freaking out, and I was glad that my camera was off, because like if I had freaked out on camera, then people might have thought something. But I don't think that anybody has any suspicions about me. They might, though. But that's something you never really know. But I'm just so excited, like, finding an idol, or a compass. Like, finding a compass is just, it's something that it really helps you feel secure in the game. And Ron is just a very honest person, so I know that if something was gonna turn and Ron was gonna vote for me, she would probably tell me. Unless everybody thinks I have a compass, and then say we gotta vote JJ, but we can't tell him. But I don't think that anything would happen, but time will tell. I'm excited for the next exemption challenge. It seems like it's going to be a scavenger hunt, which are very fun. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's just been, floating along. Hoping that we pull out another win tonight so we can go into the weekend feeling strong, and just take it from there. Yeah, that's really it. So we'll see what happens.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jon Snow, and it's this is my confessional number 4. My number 4th confessional. So today we won the challenge, which, hey, I was expecting to win that challenge. Obviously, I felt good about it. I mean, not really much went down today. It was pretty chilled out. Bobby wasn't here, but I think he might have got an advantage, but I'm not sure, because he did notice that she was down there. Jess was down in the outpost, but that might not have been an advantage or whatever. But either way, it doesn't matter. Bobby, I like Bobby. I like to work with Bobby going farther. I also like Troy. Troy seems nice. Schneidman's starting to grow on me a little more every time. So, I'm starting to like Schneidman a little bit. Everybody on our team seems dope. Ron seems pretty cool so far. So, everything's good so far, right? I'm just out here, surviving. You know what I mean, right? I doubt I'll find any advantages. I'm bad at that stuff. I just no good at it. But you never know, though. You never know, everybody. But yeah, it's fun so far. I don't feel threatened. You know, I don't feel like my life's on the line, but, you know, anything can change. You know what I mean? My party feels good right now, but I feel like we're going to hit a party swap soon. And you guys know what happened last time I party swapped. If you don't know, well, I got screwed. But yeah, we're just trying to stay alive in this online exhibition online. We're trying to stay alive, right? Have I gotten farther than last time? No, not yet. I still haven't gotten farther than last time, so we're gonna try to get farther than last time. But I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet because nothing really went down. But I'm definitely gonna keep you guys posted every time something comes down. So thanks for sticking with me. I'm gonna try to win this whole thing. Jon Snow, 2 back-to-back wins. Well, different game, but you know what I mean. If I win this, I will be double back-to-back wins. So let's try to do it. Let's try to win this whole thing. Expedition Online, Season 4. Let's do it.
We played a really fun game. I really enjoyed this one where we had to roll balls 4 feet and get them as close to a cup as possible. But I'm pretty mad because I practiced for like the entire hour beforehand, and I was getting like 4 or 5 points consistently, and then I only scored 1 point. But luckily my team was good. We won. No crossroads tonight, so I was happy about that. Hope we keep winning.
Okay, so this is my confessional for day 3. Here we go. That was a great challenge to win, a great victory. I did not want to go back to the crossroads. Felt like we needed a night off. We got it, thank goodness. I felt good about my performance in the challenge. Wasn't too good. Didn't suck. I contributed to the effort, as opposed to the last challenge in which I destroyed the effort. I feel like in the pre-merge, you don't want to be the worst at anything, obviously. Like, you don't want to have the worst internet connection. You don't want to be the worst at challenges. But you also don't want to be the best at anything. You don't want to be the smartest. You don't want to be the funniest. You don't want to be the best at challenges. So that's what I'm trying to manage at this point. I'm just trying to be one of the people. Which I might have screwed up a little bit when I crushed it in our trivia Jackbox game that we played after we didn't go to the crossroads, but we'll think about that another time. A lot of my energy tonight was spent on advantage hunting. We got a whole bunch of clues. There were a whole bunch of places to look. So first, we were told during the exemption challenge, listen to what Jonathan has to say. I didn't listen. I was still getting ready for the challenge. Then, afterwards, we got a clue about a Survivor competitor who has won the same advantage in 2 different seasons, and try to find that parchment, and it'll be our advantage. Now, I know Survivor really well. I knew that the answer was Sarah Lacina. So I did all this searching. I just kept submitting anything that came to mind, any images that popped up. None of them worked. None of them were keys to advantages. Then we got another clue about the magic words that Jonathan said. And somebody in our chat, I believe it was Shannon, said, didn't he say something about being buried in ashes? So I was like, let's try that. And I submitted buried in ashes. And the advantage was gone. Somebody got it already. I don't know if it's on my party. I don't know if it was in the other party, but somebody got it already. And then, while we were playing the Jackbox games, 2 of the mods changed their names to Sneaky. Sneaky. That's interesting. And we all pointed it out. So, I sent in Sneaky, just to see what would happen. I get a message back telling me that I now have an opportunity to get an advantage, but I will have to sneak off from the rest of my party after the exemption challenge tomorrow. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. This is a observant bunch, and I feel like no matter what I say to slip away, they will see me go towards this advantage challenge or wherever it is I would be headed. So it'll be hard to lie. It's going to be really hard to lie. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I'm going to ignore it and just not go and let the advantage go and not risk painting a target on my back. I don't know if I'm going to make up some story and go and hope that nobody notices, or if I'm going to be open about it and say where I'm going and just say, let's see what this is, and I'll share it with the community. I don't have to share it with the community once I get it, but I could claim I'm going to. I could also say that the advantage is whatever I want to say it is. So that's an option. That may be my best option. Tell everybody I'm going, but don't tell them what I got or make up what I got. Or just be open. Who knows? But let everybody know I'm going and decide later. If I do that, I feel like I have options. If I don't go, I have none. If I lie, I really have none. So maybe that's my best thought. We'll see tomorrow.
Hey guys, what's up? So last night wasn't too crazy. Very excited to say that we did get the win in our exemption challenge. It was a fun challenge. We had to like solve a little puzzle first, and depending on how many we got right, we got ping pong balls, which then we had to throw and try to land near a cup or touching a cup. I was really embarrassed because I did the worst in the trivia, which I should have been good at. My spelling is just very ferocious. So yeah, I only got 4 ping pong balls out of 6, so that sucked. But I still got a point, which was good. And yeah, we still ended up winning, so we didn't have to go to Crossroads. We all kind of just hung out. Then they did kind of shake things up in the chat. They said that there was some kind of clue, and I really feel like I'm kind of in a bad spot because of course my computer was like having actual technical difficulties while they're all talking about it, and I like didn't know what was going on at all. So I literally probably think they all think that I probably left and found the clue or the advantage. So yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that. I tried to say I didn't find it. I literally didn't find it, but yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't put a target on my back.
Wow, what a night. You know, the voting part gets to me because everyone on the team has really so much to offer and so much to give. It hurt me that I had to vote someone off. But one thing I will say, with my vote from my heart, it's nothing personal against anyone. I just had to weigh out, you know, certain things that I saw. I appreciated the honesty of each team member. But at the end of the day, we had to make a choice. I personally had to make a choice. That's the hard part about this, but I guess it's the best thing for the team. And I let the team know, hey, if it's me, it's okay, because it's really about the team. It's about the charity. So whatever it takes to, you know, win for a higher purpose, that's what we'll do. So it was something tonight again, but hey, it's a part of it.
Oh my goodness. Tonight was so hot I had to take off my jacket because, wow, to have to vote someone off, that is the hardest thing for me. It really is. Again, everyone in our group, they have something to offer, great gifts, talent, they're genuine, upfront, but we had to make a decision. And I'm like, don't want to do this. So tonight, after everyone talked, and I got a chance to really know everyone because I'm still new to the group. And first of all, I'm very thankful that they allowed me and voted me in and wanted me to be a part of Team Adam. So grateful. At the same time, as I began to talk to everybody, you know, I had to make a decision. And that, again, for me, it is kind of tough. But at the end of the day, I had to do what was best for our team. And it's nothing personal with anyone. It's just what the team needed. And I'm sure, hey, someone may have felt that way about me, but I really appreciate getting a compass and having that opportunity to redeem myself and Team Adam wanted me and others rooting for me and wanted me to be a part of the team and know that I have value and I have something to bring to the table. So you already know, and I've said this before, Deshaun is bringing it. I've been kind of quiet, been laid back, but at the end of the day, we got to get that win. I want to win. I hate losing. I do. But this is a part of this, and this is what we have to do. So it was tough tonight. It was tough for everyone. It really was. Never happy, although you voted someone off, but that's not easy. But we got to do what we have to do, okay? It's all about winning. It's all about making those moves that's best for yourself and best for the team. So here we go.
Hey, what's going on there, guys? I just wanted to say that I'm so happy I survived Crossroads despite choking in the challenge and scoring 0 points for my tribe. But regardless of how the challenge went, I think the night went absolutely perfect for me because I won a nade out and that's what I got. So we come back from losing and the first thing Hager says is, hey, let's take Sophia out. She's really quiet and doesn't talk to me. And I'm thinking in my head, like, that's good for your game, but that's not good for my game because in my perspective, I feel like I'm working with Sophia. Maybe I'm not. Maybe in her perspective, she's using me. Or maybe in her perspective, we're not working together. I don't know. But regardless, though, I got Nate out. I was the one that threw the stray vote onto JJ. And I exactly said what I was going to do. I pinned it on Nate by telling the entire party, hey, it's a little fishy, I think, that he's acting so perky and so excited about bringing Deshaun over here. And I feel like they really bought it because the vote was unanimous. But then again, another thing I did actually think of today was that maybe it's just my case, maybe it's just me going crazy or something, but maybe there really is already a majority alliance because it didn't really take that much convincing from other people, despite Nate scoring the highest in the challenge, which I thought was a great reason to keep him, honestly. But no one really argued about it, so maybe on the other hand, there is a majority alliance, but I'll keep my eye on that. But I'm going to take this as my move, though. I'm going to say I won this point, and yeah, score 1 for Team Dixon. Hey, what's going on there, guys? I just wanted to address why I wanted Nate out so bad. I don't know if I ever addressed that in one of my confessionals, but the reason I personally wanted Nate out was just because of the fact he has access to Survivor Vanquish, which is a game I played very chaotically in the mini. And no, we necessarily haven't played together before, but he does have access to it. So if he was to do a little bit of research on me personally, he might come across it and see how crazy I can get in games and how chaotic I can be, and he might use it against me. So I'd rather prevent that as much as I can. And a really interesting thing is that Holly's part of the group too, and I would love to take her out. But the only issue is everybody loves her, and I have nothing to use against her. I have something to use against Nate, and if I find some ammunition to use against Holly, I'm absolutely going to use it. But I never knew if I ever addressed that or not, why I wanted Nate out so bad, but that was the reason there. And if you're watching this, Nate, I think you're a super cool dude. You're super nice, and I would love to play a game with you. And I really I did want to keep you, honestly, but at the same time, I was just really scared of the fact, if you came across this video, how you would perceive me as a player. So, but that's the reason why. Catch you guys later.
Can't believe we ran out of water. Oh my God, congratulations. You have found an opportunity. You will have an opportunity to receive an advantage in this game. This will require you to be sneaky. 10 minutes after the challenge ends, we will open up a room in the EO channel called The Summit. The room will be located just below the Exemption Challenge room. You must sneak out of camp and go to this room where someone from the other party will join you. Once there, you will be presented with an opportunity to earn an advantage in that game. Oh my God. Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, so I don't understand. Like, what kind of shit goes on in Jess's mind? Like, seriously, who comes up with this stuff? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have tile on my floor. It is no bueno. It's a horrible, horrible floor. Actually, hate the people that put my flooring in. So I've set it. Oh, let me just flip it around. I've set it up on my yoga mat. So you're gonna see here that I've got a tissue. Let me put this back just a tiny bit. A tissue that is exactly 4 feet from the ball to, I think, set you guys up like right here. I think I'm gonna do. I don't really know if this is gonna work. I think I'm gonna set you guys up like this. I'm gonna move this out of the way so I can get like a little bit of practice in before we do it. I don't actually know how we're gonna do this. It's gonna be tough, I think. Oh, I have to be off of this, I guess. Holy shit balls. Let me see if I can. Lost cause. Also lost cause. Ooh! Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be the 6th one. Oh, let's see. What does that give me? I don't even know, because check this out. Like, it's a freaking wonky ass kind of on, but not really. So that'd be 4 points, maybe 6. Jess. This is gonna be super hard, but I'm gonna practice for at least another 20 minutes because I gotta win. Well, I don't gotta win. We gotta win. It's not about me. All right, set it up. Here we go. I do want to just say that I think these challenges are so much fun. Super creative and like totally outside the box. I'm really excited about them. All right. So I was going to do a confessional last night after tribal, but I got preoccupied. So I wanted to do one today to just kind of let you know where my head is, what I think is going to happen. Hopefully tonight. Hopefully we win. I don't have to do shit, but whatever. And just kind of just where my head is, I guess, moving forward. So first and foremost, Nate was definitely the person I wanted to be gone if we had to go to tribal. I think I told you guys that yesterday. Because I just feel like he's the most, I think erratic is a good word, right? So he definitely is like, ooh, there's 5 of us. Let's be in an alliance. But there's no strategy behind it. Like, if you've never talked to me about strategy, then like, why all of a sudden would you be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's all vote together, and then boom, that's it. Well, what about tomorrow? And then it's the first 4, or you know what I mean? So, anyway, so for me, I would love to continue working with the girls. That would make me the happiest. But Nate, yeah, he had to go. I think the fact that he just didn't, I don't think about like tomorrow's step. He like focused on today's step. So it was just really, really hard, I think, to try to figure out how he and I could work together. I did contemplate throwing a vote for Dixon last night, just in case he had something crazy, because I found out right before that he was going to vote Sophia, and I just didn't want that to be the case. So I don't know, trying to keep that whole thing good to go. where are my thoughts today? So I don't know, because I've got this secret advantage thing, and I think I'm going to tell Meredith and Kayla about it, just because I'm going to be there with somebody from the other tribe, and I definitely, tribe is not the right word. The other group. Fuck, I don't remember what the word is that I'm supposed to be using. The other, yeah, it's gone. I don't know what it is. So if that person ends up swapping with them or something crazy like that, then we're going to have, like, they're going to then know I went. So I want to be honest with them and tell them that I went, and just let them know, like, what, like, is going to happen. I think it's better to be honest ahead of time than it is to be either caught or be honest after the fact. So I'm actually going to tell just the two of them. That's my plan right now. I really would like to have us three work together, Meredith, myself, and Kayla, just because I feel like, I don't know, like, Deshawn is a lovely, lovely woman, but she hasn't offered much yet to the tribe, right? So I'm trying to, like, oh, it's the party. She hasn't offered much yet to the party. So I don't know how she's going to compete. Like, I don't know how she's going to do in endurance. I don't know how she's going to do in some of these, like, maybe more physically demanding challenges. So that's kind of where I am. Excuse me. And then Dixon, like, I don't know, he busted out yesterday that he knew me from somewhere, right? It's like a previous game or something. I don't remember playing with him. I actually had to Google the game to, like, pull it back up to try to remember, like, and maybe for a second we were there together, but I don't remember, like, playing with him, which really just means we didn't connect a lot. And so I'm not really sure, like, long-term how that's going to pan out. So God forbid we lose again. Oh my gosh, please don't let us lose again. But if we do lose again, he will be who I propose. I don't know. So Sophia is hard to kind of get a grasp of too, because she's really excited that Deshawn is here and seemingly, like, really excited to work for her moving forward. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, we have, like, all these, like, beastly people on the other tribe who are, like, I don't know, Cara! Yeah? What's it called when they, like, lumberjack? They're lumberjacks. They're all, like, super strong and, like, all muscly and stuff. And then there's, like, all of us goober brains over here. So we just have to think about stuff very strategically. And I think that's going to be, I don't know, my thoughts moving forward. So God forbid we lose tonight. My plan will be, and I don't know if this is going to work or not, but my plan would be to kind of navigate the vote or push the vote towards Dixon, just because I think he's the next best person. If not him, I'd shoot for Deshawn. I don't really like the idea of getting rid of Matt or Hager. And so that's who I really kind of want to push. God forbid, hopefully we win. I'm going to go a little bit longer just because I do have to talk about the secret advantage. I am going to tell Meredith and Kayla about it just because I guess somebody from the other tribe will be there and we'll be competing against one another with a book and 4 solo cups. And I don't want them to find out from someone else that I went. So I want to tell them, I want to tell them. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell just the 2 girls. It's either going to bite me in the ass or it'll at least get them to, you know, want to work with me a little bit more long term. Hopefully to the end. Of the people on our tribe, I really like Matthew. I think he's awesome. And I really like the girls. So ideally, if, like, there was a tribe swap or some crazy shit happened, those 3 would be with me. Me, Kayla, Meredith, and Matt. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know, unless you guys are going to be, like, crazy and, like, watch these and then, like, try really hard to, like, fuck me up and then put me with, like, Deshawn, Hager, Sophie, and Dixon, then that's who I really want to be with. So do the opposite. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.
well, this is another night that didn't go as planned, you know. It just kind of sucks the more I think about it that we've had to vote 2 people out and they've left the game, and the other squad has voted 1 person out and they're still in the game. But I'm glad to have her, you know. Like I said, Deshawn has been an asset. She really proved some trust today, you know, and I told her that I would look after her best interest, and I think as a group that we're all going to embrace that. But today's challenge absolutely sucked. You know, oddly enough, we discovered we ended up voting off the guy who got us the most points, and it just was a hard challenge. Especially, you know, you have to blame a lot on the environmental issues. Like, I would roll these ping pong balls trying to practice, and it was like my whole damn floor was slanted or something. But anyway, obviously we lost the challenge. After that, we go back to camp, and you immediately just start, you know, talking and trying to not do anything awkward. And then at one point I was like, well, I guess it's time for us to, you know, break apart. And I jumped in the room, and a couple more people jumped in the room with me. And initial conversation was, you know, obviously you're talking about somebody that's not in the room. And it, you know, I think Dixon was in there, myself, Meredith, and Nate. And as you know, that was the luck of the draw. I like them all, still like them all, you know. And I may have mentioned, you know, Sophia's name in a way, probably said, you know, what about Sophia, you know? But I clarified that that was just because I even told them Sophia was the one I'd connected with the least, just by luck of the draw. And I mean, obviously the one that you haven't talked to is going to be the one that you are threatened by, because, you know, they're thinking, well, I haven't talked to Hager either, so maybe it's easier to say my name, you know. But luckily, a few hops later, I ended up talking to Sophia. She knew that I'd mentioned her name, and I told her, I was like, well, exactly what I just said. I didn't know you. I wanted to talk to you a little bit just so we can, you know, kind of see how things go. And she said that she wanted to be an alliance within an alliance, which it was kind of weird, because it goes from bringing her name up to now she might be my partner. And even better, like, I told the whole group, like, you know, I explained the whole Sophia vote. And now I think they're thinking there's no way that she will want to work with me. And so maybe me and her could be a good thing, you know. But it sucked sending Nate home. It really did. Like, he was one of the first people I kind of connected with and vibed with a little bit. And but, you know, I can't remember who it was, but somebody told me he mentioned my name. So once I heard that, you know, I liked the guy, but he was dead to me. Like, I mean, you come after me. You got to do that to protect your own best interest. And I hear that Dixon was the person who told Sophia that I wanted to write her name, which, you know, I probably said that, but at the same time, that right there shows you that I can't trust him. And he was hopping around, man. He was hopping around different groups and all that, yada yada. And so I had to think about that. Like, he's next. Like, he's got to be next. I even told some of the girls, like, I wanted to be in a girl alliance plus Matt. You know, I don't want to put Matt on the outside because I feel close to him. I think him and I are the two of the strongest players on the team. But I do want to work with the girls. Like, I feel like me and Holly could go far, and me and Kayla, like every one of them, Meredith, yeah, all of them, you know, especially Deshawn now. Like, I told her, like, I'll watch out for you, you know, if you just play that for yourself so we can get Nate. So hopefully that don't bite me in the ass. But then I just got a compass tonight, and I'm thinking that's going to be awesome, because that's guaranteed protection through one vote. You know, I'm going to be out of town for the 18th for going to Pittsburgh, but if I got it then, I'm playing it, you know, get me by another day, because that's the day I'm worried about. And I think if I can push this girls alliance and, you know, get Dixon out next, hopefully, you know, a couple votes down the road, might be on a new team. But I think as long as I can align with the girls, right now, I mean, I feel real connected with Holly because of the Survivor connection, and you know, weirdly enough, the one that I thought would maybe be the vote, Sophia. I think I could have a good thing going with her. Kayla, you know, Meredith, all of them. Deshaun, like, so hopefully we could just be a whole big happy family and just keep it going. But, you know, tomorrow is a new day. Hopefully it's something more physical that our team can, you know, do a little bit better in. Because I think we could excel at that. But hopefully we can make a run, and maybe Dixon can escape if there's a rendezvous. But as of now, man, you bring me down, I'm taking you down first. So if we lose, I love the dude. He's a cool guy, quirky guy, but Dixon, you're next, buddy.
Okay, so you guys get to be with me on my drive to work today. It's snowing a little bit, if you couldn't tell out my window. So last night was not what I expected. I am a little bit disappointed in myself with how I played. I think I was extremely chaotic and extremely messy, and I just was not expecting that from myself. So much happened. It's just gonna be impossible for me to say it in these 5 minutes. So I guess a couple things that I was worried that I kind of said too much. I really put myself out there with Meredith, like, unexpectedly. Like, I really kind of was like, maybe this is my person. I told her about my concerns about the 3 people who were in the strategy talk last 2 nights ago. I don't know if that was, I mean, that probably wasn't a good idea because it ended up being completely irrelevant and everything descended into chaos. I told her that Hagar was going for her, which I was very hesitant to do because I didn't want it to get back to me. And then in a chat, I believe with Sophia and Holly, I was like, should we do Hagar? Which I didn't even want to do. I was just acting so erratic. Like, I don't know how to play this game. It's like way different than what I expected. I am kind of a control freak, and so there's just no way to control this game like I thought I'd be able to. So I don't know. I have to change something. I don't know what, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to find out because we just are playing this game almost every day, so I don't have the time to really find out what I'm going to do. So I guess I'll just go over the cast and kind of say my opinions on them, and they're just so wildly different from the last round that it's kind of like, is this even worth it? It's just gonna change. So 2 people who really shot up in my book were Matthew and Meredith. I would love for them to be my group if I could. I'm not gonna push it yet, I guess, because I know that they both like Holly and Sophia, which I like them too, but I would really want to go to bat for those 2, as just based solely on how the last round went. I had the best conversations with them. I think after them would be Sophia. I think we just have a good vibe. I was not able to talk to her that much, and I was not able to talk to her one-on-one. I'm realizing that you're never going to really be able to talk to somebody unless you're one-on-one with them, so that's something I'm going to have to try and do more and keep an eye out more for other people. I still really like Dixon. I think that Dixon could be in trouble. I don't think he's made good relationships with people, and Hagar's already thrown his name out there. I would like to keep him, but I don't think I'm in a position to be able to save him if he was the next target. Holly, I think she actually went down the farthest last night. She was like at my top, and now she's not. She wasn't really being that forthright with me. We weren't bonding. just one-on-one. And so I think she just has a lot going on, which is not good for me. Who's left? Hagar is extremely erratic. I mean, I don't even know where to start with him. And I'm hitting my limit. And the last person is Deshawn. A lot of people like her. A lot of people pulled her into the whisper rooms. I don't think I could trust her with my game. She doesn't really know the game. So I'm not really interested in working with her, but I think that maybe other people are. So I will have to kind of make an effort tonight to get to know her better. So that was my confessional. See you guys later.
What's going on, guys? Matthew here, here for my fourth confessional. So let's get into that challenge a little bit. So I played basketball and soccer growing up, and anything that generally has to do with sports, or like rolling a ball or anything with hand-eye coordination, I'm usually pretty good at. And so this challenge going into it, I thought it would be super easy, and I really wasn't expecting it to be difficult at all. But as I started practicing, I realized that the floors in my house were not that even, and that was going to be a factor in the challenge. And I'm sure other people on Team Adam, they didn't have the most even leveled floors. So it made the challenge a little bit more difficult. Like if I had like a fluffier carpet like some of the people on Team Wendell had, maybe I would have performed a little better. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. I did end up getting one ping pong ball on the napkin, which was better than none. But we ended up losing the challenge and having to go to the crossroads. And I was really dreading this because we've already been to the crossroads once. And then the one challenge that we did win, it wasn't actually an exemption challenge. I was like, oh no, here we go again. And so we started talking to each other after the challenge, and the big thing was I just didn't want to hear my name tossed around. I didn't want to put out anyone else's names because I knew that would kind of put a target on my back. And I kind of wanted to stay consistent with the people I'd previously talked to. So like Kayla and Sophia, I had made good connections with in the earlier episodes. And I felt like I wanted to work with them. So I made sure whatever plan they were kind of leaning towards, that I would lean towards that too. We ended up going with Nate. The plan was originally to split between Deshawn and Nate, but we didn't know if we would be able to cohesively do that. So I voted for Nate, and it was kind of a bummer because I really liked Nate. I think he's a cool dude. I'd like to be friends with him after the show. And it felt really bad. I even told him when we were in we were by the outpost together. It was just him and I was like, bro, I've heard your name tossed around, and just so you're aware, I told him about why his name was being thrown around and how they were blaming him for the whole JJ Deshawn, like maybe he was that one person who voted for JJ. So I let him know, just because I wanted to be a nice person to him. I felt really bad. And I think he knew the writing was on the wall as well, and it really sucked. But Nate did end up going home, and everyone unanimously, if I can pronounce that word, voted for Nate. So Nate, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. But yeah, so that was the outcome, and it wasn't me. I don't think my name was brought up once, so that's a good sign. It's a very good sign. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next challenge, hopefully we're not going to lose the next challenge, so we will see. But yeah, thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
Okay, so day 4 of Expedition Online is in the books. I'm still here. I haven't been voted out. I am a happy explorer for now. I am a little less confident in my place in the game at this point after the pre-crossroads strategizing. My name was thrown out at least by Hagar at least once. Kayla did tell me, so at least that's good, but it was out there, so that makes me a little nervous. But so the day started with our challenge, which was called Caccio al Fuso, I think. But it was basically like bocce ball, where you earn the balls by answering questions or answering word puzzles. I got all my questions right. I think Dixon is the only one that missed any on our team. And so we pretty much all had 6 balls to do the challenge with. The other team lost a lot more balls through the not answering the questions right. But so unfortunately we weren't able to pull it out. It was close, but we lost to the other tribe again, and we have to go to Crossroads. So it got a little chaotic in the pre-Crossroads strategizing. Everyone's kind of jumping around. Everyone was throwing out names, particularly Hager. Hager was throwing out like a lot of names. But every chat I was in, there were people there that I would have thrown out their name if they hadn't been there. So the first room I get into is a room with Hager, Matthew, and Dixon. And eventually Hager throws out Sophia's name, which I'm a little on edge about because I am not aligned with Sophia yet, but she's somebody I would like to work with. And I don't really want to work with the boys necessarily. I'd prefer to work with the girls. I just get better vibes from Holly and Kayla and Sophia. Kayla's a little hard to read, but I get good vibes from her. Whereas I don't really get good vibes from Dixon or Hager or Nate. But yeah, so I was a little nervous to say yes. I kind of was wish-washy on it, and I think Hager could tell. And we ended up popping around to other rooms, but the name that was out there was Sophia. I did not tell Sophia. I believe Dixon told Sophia that her name was out there, so she knew eventually. And then bunches of names just started coming out. I didn't hear that Nate was a set vote until kind of later in the Crossroads strategizing when we had maybe like 30 minutes left or 20 minutes left. But it seemed like Nate was the name everyone was going to. We were worried about Deshawn. She wasn't even really an option because she just told us that A, she had a compass, and B, it was only good tonight. So, I mean, we kind of knew she was going to play it if she said that. So she seems like she's a straight shooter, so we knew to trust her based on that. So we knew Deshawn was going to be playing her idols. We knew we had to go for somebody else. We ended up going for Nate, and it was a unanimous vote. The only other vote was on Sophia from Nate, so Nate was voted out, and Deshawn did use her compass. I did have a little bit of a flashback, so I watched all of last season because my really good friend David Jackson played in that season. He got all the way to the end, came in second place. I think he should have won. It was a little bit of a bitter jury, but the jury made the decision. So part of my driving factor is getting to the end and winning so I can beat David Jackson and have those bragging rights, because that would mean a lot in our circle of friends. But also one of his big moves last season was finding the woman who didn't really know the game that well, befriending her, and then getting her to give him her compass. So it did flash through my mind for a second of, oh my God, what if I can pull a David Jackson and get Deshawn alone in a room and get her to give me her compass, especially because she doesn't really know what she's doing with it. It didn't work out well for David, but I think I could have made it work, but it didn't end up happening. So it's a moot point, but it did cross my mind for a hot second. It was kind of one of the devastating aspects of David's game in the end, but who knows? If I could have pulled it out and I could have done it, that would have been something. But I did not end up trying to manipulate her compass out of her like David Jackson did last year. So Nate is gone. He's voted out. It was a unanimous vote, so we stayed tribe strong, which is good. Sophia, man, she's a little gamer. We're in the post Crossroads chat, and she's talking to Deshawn, and she's already putting in her mind, like, there's going to be a tribe swap, and you're going to have to pick between your old tribe and your new tribe, and they didn't want you. I hope you remember that we wanted you. So she's already putting that in her head. She's really good at this game. But yeah, so it's really hard. I'm realizing that I'm not confident in my ability in the lying and the reading people. It's making me nervous. I'm doing my best. I feel like Hager's pretty obvious when he's lying for the most part. Like, he was kind of stumbling over himself when I asked him about my name, and yeah, it's interesting. But I'm starting to like kind of meta brain everything and just like overthink everything. But I did. I'm so excited. So during the exemption challenge, they posted the clue for Hager's advantage in the exemption chat. So both parties had full access to the clue. We had an hour of strategy time, so we weren't able to really look into the clue, or so everybody thinks, while the other team could have. I have been looking for this damn clue for days, and finally in the clue they released, it has Survivor_nerd as part of the clue. So I was on the Survivor_nerd Twitter page, Reddit page, Instagram page, everything. Finally, I find it. And just as I'm starting to find it, they're talking about it. They're like, oh, Survivor Nerd, I think there might be an Instagram page for that. And they're on my tail trying to find it at the same exact time I'm trying to find it. So finally, I scroll. I'm trying to keep my face as serious as possible. It'll be interesting to see how well I did in keeping my face like stone cold sober while I'm like, my heart's pumping as I'm trying to get this damn screenshot before anybody else gets it. But I finally take this screenshot. It has the comment, this is an advantage for EO, send it to Shane, and it is. And so now I have a steal a vote that can only be used up to the point when there's 5 players left in the game. And I'm very excited about that. I'm afraid I'm gonna get anxious or paranoid and use it too early and use it incorrectly. But we'll see how long I can hold out on doing that. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty excited about it. My tribe doesn't know I have it. I think I held my face well. They just assume somebody on the other party who had an extra hour to find it has found it. So I think we're good there. But so exciting day. God damn it. I'm sorry, Maddie. I went over again by like 2 minutes this time. Once I get on a roll, I can't stop talking. I'm sorry, editors, if this is so long. I guess I'm the Anthony of this season. He was the one that always felt like his confessionals were hours long when I was trying to watch the confessionals. But yes, so good day. I'm still here. I have now an advantage, even if I feel like I'm a little less secure in my spot in the tribe. I got something for me, and hopefully I don't have to use it too soon. But
all right, Vesuvius, day 3. Today started with prepping for the challenge, right? The challenge with getting the ping pong ball into the cup. And before you do that, you have to win each ping pong ball by answering a set of word questions or word puzzles. So I agreed with my team, with Team Adam, that we should all try to roll our ping pong balls and see whoever gets it before the challenge, and whoever gets the most points, like, can play for the team, and then the 2 that get the least should sit out. So I wound up with a fat old 0 in testing my setup, and therefore did not end up competing. I think that my team did do a good job, and you know, I don't necessarily think that I would have done better. And in fact, I was grateful that they gave me the opportunity that during the challenge, I was able to see the advantage clue that was posted in the challenge chat at the same time. So I totally was not paying attention the entire challenge. Unfortunately, we lost, but what I was more focused on was this advantage and can I get to it? And unfortunately, I could not. I got pretty close. I found something that was similar to the award or the advantage, but I wasn't able to get all the way there and actually get what the mods were looking for. So it's kind of slipped through my fingers. So heading back to camp, all I had was failure because I failed to get the advantage, and our team failed to win the challenge. So we were going to Crossroads. And I quickly continued that streak of failure by having Hager throw my name out there. So I was hopping into, I think I was like over by the river and talking to a couple folks. And then once we scrambled from there and I was able to talk to some other people, including Dixon, I learned from Dixon that Hager's throwing my name out there. And I don't like that at all. So immediately after that, I was able to connect with Hager and we talked it through a little bit. I got the sense that genuinely he put my name out as sort of a, you know, we could do Sophia. And we had not talked very much, me and him. So I understand that train of thought, which is perhaps why I am also kind of having in the back of my head, like, I can't work with Hager going forward. We just haven't talked. So I should take him out.
But I think, especially looking down the road, maybe we're going to a party swap, I can trust him more than I can trust Nate. And so even though Nate was somebody who perhaps wasn't the instigator in putting my name into the mix, I don't think I could work with him down the line, and I don't think he would want to work with me. So that's why he has to go. He had to go. I felt really good. I'm glad that I got the chance to speak to pretty much everybody on Team Adam. I especially am grateful for connecting with Kayla and Meredith. I think that the two of them are very strong, calm presences, and I appreciate Kayla said something like, "You two are the calmest. Like other rooms that I've been in are so stressful, and you two just like make me not stressed out." And I think that's a very, very valuable thing to have in a group. And even if I'm freaking out on the inside because I might be going home, I need to be portraying this calm, cool, collected demeanor. You know, if you vote with me, we're going to succeed. If you vote with me, you're going to stay as well as I'm going to stay, and our plans are going to work out. Keyword being our plans. I need to make sure that other people think that they're in on the decisions, even if it's just me pulling the triggers behind the scenes. And what I wanted to happen in Crossroads was exactly what happened. The whisper room was crazy and did make me a little bit nervous. I was like, what are Nate and Hager talking about? You know, what are Holly and Hager talking about? But in the end, I stuck to my guns, and I think that it shows that I made the right decision because everybody voted for Nate with me and only Nate voted for me. So in the end, I can feel good about the game that I played for day 3, and moving forward, I'm just going to have to keep a very close eye on Hager, see if he brings my name up again. But I think that I have enough close relationships that other people will tell me if they hear my name come up. And I just got to trust those relationships.
All right, I'm finally filming the, I'm going to pretend this is the day that I got voted out, and whatever I remember, which should be most of it, is what I'm going to say. Today started off as any old day. We had a challenge. When our tribe got tree mail and the challenge was described to us, we all collectively agreed that none of us would judge each other based on the challenge or use the challenge in any way to influence our votes if we were to go to Crossroads. Fast forward to the challenge. After the challenge was over, the points were tallied up. And turns out our whole tribe in total had 7 points, and I had 4 of them. And me, myself, got most of the points for our tribe. I was hoping that I could actually carry them and that my challenge performance would lead us to victory, but unfortunately, somehow we lost. I don't know if that score was actually correct, but if it is, y'all can edit that in, and if it's not. So knowing we're going to Crossroads, of course, everybody's being a little bit awkward, not really wanting to talk to each other again, as always. But I knew that most people would be thinking that Deshawn would be an easy target since she was the newest member of our tribe, obviously. And I talked to Hager again, and he, of course, backed up that he did want to vote Deshawn out. But I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to get out Hager because I knew that he had at least one advantage and he knows the game really well. And so that's what I told people. I told people that I wanted to get out Hager, knowing that that might backfire on me. So after talking to a few people, I finally got to talk to Dixon, and he told me straight up, Nate, I've heard your name tonight. And he seemed pretty calm about it. I know that Dixon gets really paranoid, so I didn't think too much of it, and I didn't want to freak out to... But as I talked to more people like Matthew and Deshaun, they also told me that they had heard my name. And towards the end, getting towards Crossroads, I heard that there was a 50-50 shot that I would stay or I would go. So at this point, I'm extremely stressed out. People had been talking about getting Sophia. I forgot. Hager had told me that he wanted to target Sophia for whatever reason, and I wanted to use that as momentum to get out Hager. So I went to Sophia and Meredith and Kayla and said, hey, Hager's targeting Sophia, let's flip it on Hager. So obviously flipping it on Hager wasn't working in my favor. So I kind of went back to thinking, okay, I just need to vote for Sophia, hope it goes my way. I've done everything that I could. And if people for some reason decide to vote me out, then really there's nothing I could do about that. We got to Crossroads, and unfortunately all votes but one, which was my vote, were for me, and I was voted out. I did not see it coming at the beginning of the day, but getting towards the end, I knew it was probably going to be me. I don't know why, and I told them that. It really does not make sense to me why I was voted out. I can help in challenges. I feel like I integrated myself pretty well into the game. But I'm not going to be a sore loser. I just wish I had had the chance to... raise money for Give Kids the World. Hopefully somebody on Team Wendell wins so that he can donate to that cause. But I wish everybody the best of luck. I wish I had gone farther, but, you know, peace.